Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Um, Good afternoon. It's me, Cicero. Um, Today I'm just gonna be drawing some. I'm hoping to finish the Archon Chibis that I keep working on stream. Because I got two of them finished last night and then the last two lined last night. So I'm hoping that I can color four in like 2.5 hours because I I've had a busy day already, so I'm not gonna be streaming for super long, and I also still want time to be able to do the Genshin Archon quest, um, like on my own time without worrying about like streaming for 4 hours and then also having to run other errands before being able to do the Archon quest. So, um, yeah, shorter stream today, and after after Monday, I'm gonna be gone for a week. So going to a convention, um, which is really exciting. I'm really excited for the convention because I'm going to meet some voice actors that I've been a fan of for a long time. Oh, thank you. Um, oh, I'm gonna be meeting Ray Chase, Max Middleman, and Alejandro Saab. Uh, those are those are the big three that I'm meeting. I was up early this morning because I was going to get prints made at a local print shop of the Sino and Ito prints that I'm gonna have them sign. I've heard that they're really cool. I watch Alejandro's streams and have been following him for a long time, so I'm super I'm super excited. I also made a keychain that's like a I can go back to my gallery. I made a where is it? Yeah, I made a double-sided keychain of Jing Yuan and Sino to give him, which and then this is the print I just had uh made physical today. Sayu is a menace. Ah, Amelie's gonna be at a convention you're going to? If I may ask, what convention? And thank you. I am an illustration major, so I also designed Cicero, my model, which is why I have a folder with his name. Nothing wrong with local conventions. Mine's pretty local that I'm going to. It's in Salt Lake. Anime Nebcon. Yeah, that's not one I've heard of actually. I mean, where I'm living right now, there's not a lot of conventions. Like, there's a couple. Well, I'm also going to be selling at a convention in February, which is why I'm on the art grind. I have to make as much merch as possible before I am tabling. Griffin Burns, I'm so excited because he's actually gonna be at the convention that I'm selling at. And so I'll just like dip from my table to go say hi. force my husband to watch my table for me for a little bit. I I don't know where my booth is gonna be, but I'm hoping that I'll be like able to see where the like celebrities are, because I think it would be really funny to observe him from a distance. Because he seems, I've also been following him for a while. He seems so funny and silly. I was already planning on making a scared child print, and since he's gonna be there, it's just like, ugh, I have to make it as soon as possible so that I can force him to sign a scared child print. I love that he takes it with him too. It's so funny. He's I love voice actors more than like normal actors because they are just like silly. They feel more like normal people than like big name actors do. Oh, I forgot to. She needs her booty shorts on. She was naked under her kimono. I didn't even realize that. I think at FanX next week, Brianna Knickerbocker is also supposed to be there. I just am not a big fan of Hu Tao, even though Hu Tao was one of my original mains in Genshin. I I never really liked her as a character. It, yeah, that they are like actual professionals. I I had that experience at FanX last year. I love Keith Silverstein a lot because originally he is Torbjorn. Um, in Overwatch, and Overwatch was still is a hyperfixation of mine for many years. And so I met some of the Overwatch voice actors last year, and when meeting them, I also had to remind myself like this is like kind of a celebrity. Like there's like they were complimenting my cosplay and giving me big hugs, and I was like, okay, I have to remind myself that this isn't just like a a person I met on the street. I well, I feel like Zhongli is just kind of like his normal voice almost, and then Torbjorn is just Zhongli with an accent. I really want someone to like edit Torbjorn with Zhongli's voice lines and Zhongli with Torbjorn's voice lines. I think it would be really funny, and it would be purely for my own amusement. Yeah, he has a super unique voice. I I love voice actors that have like a lot of range, but that also have like unconventional voices. Partly because I don't have the most conventional voice. Yeah, the Keith growl. Oh, yeah. I've anyone who tries to do impressions of his characters just can't quite get it right. I'm trying to the one one of the voice actors that I met was Fred Tatasciore. That man has insane range. And also he was really funny when I met him because he was like covered in paint for some reason. Gave no explanation as to why. And it was he was also shorter than I anticipated. But I'm 5'8", so I He was a little shorter than I anticipated. I also met Charlotte Chung, and I didn't realize like Charlotte was tiny. Charlotte, I was like towering over Charlotte in the picture I took with her, and I felt a little bad because I I almost said it out loud to her, like, "Wow, you're small," but I managed to not because that would have been embarrassing for me more than her if I told her to her face that she was short. Oh, is Alejandro short? I mean, this is gonna be my only time meeting him. And not, I won't say only, but my first time. I would hope it's not my only time meeting him because I have been a fan. Oh, he's 5'6". Oh, I'm also gonna be taller than him, especially because like for my cosplays, I I usually have some sort of heel on. I mean, 5'6" isn't that short, but I'm just average height. You didn't, I would hope you didn't like bring a measuring tape to measure his height. He was kind of a yardstick. My husband is really tall. He's 6'4", so he towers over most people at conventions. So I because my husband is so tall, I sometimes forget that I'm like a little taller, like compared to just the average person that I could meet. Bro, fuck the bots. If I when I'm drawing, I don't have back to the cages. When I'm drawing, I don't have the stream open on my phone because usually I do the moderation from my phone. But I'm too lazy when I'm drawing to have another device open with Twitch on it. I need to add a little whatever these are. But yeah, I'm like so totally in con crunch mode right now. I'm doing a short stream today because I have two wigs to style before Tuesday, and I'm only halfway through styling one of them. So, oopsies. I like starting the semester right before a convention makes things a little rough. Oh, that is an interesting headcanon. I I'll be honest, like Inazuma was one of my least favorite areas outside of Ito because I love Ito a lot. So I don't know, I didn't connect a lot with the Inazuma cast. You're making travelers sad. So I haven't thought of like a lot of headcanons for Inazuman characters. I'm also like just one of the artists that I post my art but don't interact a ton with the fandom outside. Ito is built different. He's he I don't understand why he gets bullied so much in game. He's just a little creature. A devious creature up to mischief. A ghoul. Part of why I was so happy that both Ito and Sino were coming is like their voice actors were coming to FanX is because I've been wanting to like do an interaction piece for them for so long because I thought that they would be like I feel like Sino and Ito would be like really good friends if they were to meet. And so I was so excited to like finally have an excuse to draw that. But of course, I drew Ito getting his ass beat. Well, not his ass beat, but his beetle getting his ass beat. I had to do it to him. Bro never bro never wins. I I also want to see him in Natlin. Oh, I'm I'm low-key imagining like him in Auroron. Like Auroron calling us Granny, and then Ito's like, "Wait, you're Granny too?" and just like completely switching his attitude to be like how he treats Granny Oni. He would be right at home, especially yeah because Natlin has like the giants that live there. I can imagine he would like he would go to the Varessa's place and have like the time of his life. Him and Varessa would be such good friends. They would he would get challenged to like an eating contest and there would be beans somewhere in the meal and he'd just fucking die. yeah, because they wouldn't know he's allergic, and it'd be like when Toma gave him beans in his quest. He would have his his Arataki gang be like, he's allergic to beans, and also because Ito beatboxes, that would be like he would have fun like no matter what like tribe he went to. He would try breakdancing for real. He'd like join Shalonen's set and just like have beatboxing as the beat. the tofu eating challenge he won against Miko in. Yeah. Long story short, Ito would have so much fun in Natlin. Please let him keep traveling wherever he wants. He deserves it. He's just a silly little guy. Oh, wait. That was the rope. I. Ito. Ito captured my heart like as soon as I went to Inazuma. He had like my favorite. He's, well, so many good like character story quests have come out, but Ito's is still definitely in my top three. Yeah, Ushi with the oh wait, yeah, what is that Saurian called? I can't remember. Shit. But Ushi Ushi like headbutt battling. Yeah, just the bull. See, even Ushi would have fun in in Natlin. Natlin has been one of my favorite places. Like especially the exploration and the characters have been amazing. I it's such a colorful cast of characters that we had that is just like completely unmatched in other regions. I I don't even know if I could like pick a favorite character from Natlin. I think I really love Auroron because he's just a little sweetheart and his jeans are so stupid. Who told him to wear those skinny jeans? Let him take them off, please. I mean, like I by that I mean like give him better pants. I mean give him better pants. That's what I mean. I have to look up what color. Okay, it's green on the bottom. Okay. Petition to give Auroron better pants. I will be the first person to sign it. Oh my gosh, yeah, I love the NPCs that the enemies that fail that fail their big attacks. It's so silly and it's so cute and it is very Ito coded. It would be Ito trying to copy them and failing miserably. Yeah, no, take them off. What? Didn't say anything. No, Auroran, keep your pants on. Wink. And then kitchen alternative animations. Oh, wait, yeah, that would be such a fun customization actually. We do it like that. Cause yeah, we have the trails and outfits. Let us have like boy failure animations. Oh, oh, oops. Region-based fighting styles as animations. That would actually they just need to give us some of the NPCs as playable characters. When am I gonna have Jet? Please, please, Hoyo. I want to play Jet so bad. And Tupac. Let me play Tupac. What container? Fontaine. I mean, to be fair, I does Fontaine even really have a signature fighting style? They just kind of go at it. I guess they have like the musketeer, like the small sword. Yeah, let characters just randomly switch weapons if they want. We need more characters like Child who can just randomly switch their weapon. Cyrus? Yes. I would love to play Cyrus. Oh, you know who an NPC that I want so so bad is um what is it? Bosacious? Zhao's friend that has four arms, the electro guy. I think he would be, especially if he was like a catalyst melee, kind of like Risley, but like with four arms. That would be so much fun. That's like, give me Enjo and Bosacious as playable and Jet as playable NPCs. Those are like my top three picks. I mean, I totally did betray them. Those are the NPCs that I would want the most to be playable. I mean, besides some Fatui that have been NPCs, I would, I think some of the Fatui would be super fun. Senora, Senora, come back to me, please, please, Senora. I want a character that wields two different elements and can make their own reactions. Now I'm trying to think of like, oh, oh, Liben. Give me Liben, the Pompadour guy. Diabolical Dream. Fighting with Navia. Two Oceanids fighting. Oh, oh, Silver and Malus. Persona 5 attack the boss and then dissolve away. That's that is such an evil dream. That would hurt. I would wake up crying. That would hurt me. That is true. They never died. They did just turn into Oceanids. Nouvelet, you can save them, right? Nouvelet, just like bring them back and turn them human. You have the authority. Make them real humans. I want to be a real boy. I cried so hard when that happened in the quest. Uh, I actually kind of know the answer to that. The When the first Hydro Archon died, a lot of the Oceanids like just left Fontaine. And so that is one of the few remaining Oceanids that left Fontaine when the original Hydro Archon died, who didn't agree with the plan to make fake humans with Oceanids, if I remember right. But it had something to do with the other Archon's death. Same with the Hydro Cube, Hydro Hypostasis leaving. It it was to do with the original Archon's death. I don't remember like all of the details. I remember vague things. There's so much lore to remember in Genshin. I have small brain. The hypostasises do have lore. That's why all of them are supposed to be in like the area that is their element. Get materials. Hi, Mimi. You can't be in my lap, baby. I'm sorry. No, I can't have you in my lap while I'm drawing. My cat is one of my cats is just very very clingy. Please, no, stop. Go go bother your brother. Go bother your brother, please. She's so stubborn. She oh my gosh. Please. Miwa. No. She's named after a Jujutsu Kaisen character. Don't worry about that. One of the last areas are gonna expand his mod stat. Yeah. The yeah, because we need the marriage of Ari. Definitely. Especially after the Bennett quest in Natlan. That was that quest was crazy. Um I do think the marriage of Ari is gonna be like one of the last things they give us before we go to like Celestia to beat their asses. Because I do think like the actual last area is gonna be Celestia or the Abyss. I I haven't played the Archon quest yet. I'm doing that today off stream for Nod Cry. So like I have some spoilers, but ugh. Yeah, please put Venti in his Archon fit. He he, well, I mean, also because we heard about the Marriage of Ari stuff, we know that Venti is also part of Easteroth, like has a little bit of Easteroth in him, which is crazy. Like what? Um so I think that's where he got his sleigh from where that's who he learned to serve from. Easteroth taught him to serve. Had to do it to him. Listen, he was just a little creature before Easteroth came along. I'm hoping I'm remembering the right shade. I think it's I'm I'm not good at spelling. I think sorry, Ryden, just writing on your face. I think it's Easteroth like that. I'm not sure. I don't I should look up which shades are which because I don't even know if Easteroth is the time one. Yes. Okay. Easteroth is time. I remembered that right. Easteroth is one of the shades. Um, I don't remember where the unknown bard is from. I mean, the original Mondstadt. I think the unknown bard died where Dvalin's lair is currently. If I remember the early game lore right. My husband's gonna like watch this back and be like yelling at me. Like, no, you don't remember the lore like I do. And I'll be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I don't have big brain for lore. My lore brain is already filled up by all of the Overwatch lore. I can't manage too many games lore in my brain at once. Yeah, I'm here for twinks and titties and swordplay. I I wish I did remember more of Venti's lore. I have Venti. I could technically just go like read through all of his stuff, but I'm lazy. Um, Venti was the first Archon I got, and one of the reasons I started playing, besides Zhao, I saw Zhao and I started playing in 1.2, and then I have stayed for what five? It's been like I started playing the beginning of 2021, so it's been 4.5 years that I've been playing Genshin. Crazy, actually crazy. The game has taken over my life. Twilight Sparkle Law hair. Sorry. Ugh, I I hate that people act like Lumine and Aether don't have a personality. But then it's like people who complain that Lumine and Aether don't have a personality then also complain that Stella and Kalis have too much personality. I know, it makes me feel a little old too. It's like I started playing I think it was January or February of 2021, maybe the end of 2020. Um I just know that I got Zhao like the day he released, but I think I was playing for a version before that. Um, so I started at the end of 2020 or the start of 2021, and it's like, damn, I started playing this when I was 18, and now I'm about to turn 23. I love Stella and Kalis. I'm sad that their voice actors got replaced, that they have new voice actors, but the new voice actors are doing a really good job. I'm honestly not very mad that Paimon's voice actor got replaced. Karina's not a bad voice actor, but their voice really, really did get on my nerves. And I ended up skipping like everything Paimon would say. Yeah. I haven't played any Zenless actually. Surprisingly, I've made only because I have the mental fortitude that I cannot juggle three gotcha games at one time. Penacony was I think Penacony is like matched up there with Fontaine for like the best story I've ever played in a game, like ever. Penacony completely wrecked me. Actually, one of the wig I'm in the middle of styling is actually Aventurine's, because I'll be cosplaying him. Which I I love that twink. I love twinks. I am a twink. Bro, that's so how do you have time to play them all? Like genuinely. Ah. Yeah, that that makes sense. I feel like if you tried to play all of those like on the same day, that would just take up your entire day. I almost got roped into playing Uma Musume, honestly. I love the horse girls. Their designs are so cute. They they really got me with the cute designs. That's another. I can say I'm not surprised. I have not watched the anime. I had seen clips of the anime, but I only really learned more about it because a couple of my friends are playing it. I'm I'm not going to play it just because like I said I can't juggle another gotcha game. I I'm streaming 4 days a week. I'm also a college student. I I I don't have the time. I play Overwatch every day too. So I play Overwatch, Genshin, Star Rail every day. Am a full-time illustration student and then also stream. Yeah, just don't sleep. That's also part of the problem is I have a chronic illness, so I have to sleep a lot so that I can function. Otherwise, I would probably play games longer. It's fine. I'm fine. It just means that I have less time in the day than most people do. Otherwise, I might. Yeah, born to play, forced to sleep. I do, even with the medication I'm on that has been helping some, I do still have to sleep 9 to 12 hours depending on like flare-ups, you know? But it is what it is, whatever. But oh, anti-anxiety. I have like a painkiller that I have to take twice a day. And it's like the fifth one I've tried, but like some of the others just made me so insanely sleepy that's like I already have to sleep so much and then you're making me take a nap midday. Like that's not fair. That I understand how that feels and it is not a good feeling. So I'm sorry you are going through that. Meds are a lot of trial and error, which sucks. Especially when it's like, oh, you have to be on it for at least however long so that we can say if it works or not. Unless you have like super bad reaction to it. Yeah, you just have to stay with it for at least a month. Whatever. Ugh, that that's a bad feeling. I mean, I I don't like napping. I have to do it pretty frequently, but I don't like doing it because it makes me feel like I've wasted my day. Because it's like, oh, I could be doing other things, but instead I'm just asleep. You know, sure, I'll start. It's no, I just need to go back over it. Especially like as an artist, because it's like, oh, I could be drawing, but I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy I cannot draw, which is so like infuriating because like technically I could be drawing in bed, but then I'll just like start nodding off like with my iPad and smack myself in the face. I mean, you're right. Like no. I couldn't. I'm very bad about like pushing myself too hard and then basically being bedridden. But sometimes things just need to be done and I need to do them, especially like when I'm in I mainly take naps when I'm in a school because it's really exhausting for me to like go out and about. Um, and so I usually have to take a nap after my classes. That's so real. You should be a motivational speaker. It's easy to get like a what is it like in imposter syndrome whenever you feel like your peers are doing more than you because you can't like keep up with people who are just like normal and healthy either mentally or physically. Stage fright easy, just get over it. I've actually had my teachers be like, yeah, you just need to get over the fact that you are scared of people and just start doing it because you'll just get used to it if you start doing it. Which is part of why I finally got the confidence to apply for like an artist alley is because my teachers made me like present in front of class a lot and then I sold like stuff at college, like at my university's like end of semester art sale and a small local convention. And I was like, you know what? I can do this actually. I can talk to strangers. And then that also pushed me to start streaming as well. No, I do get that because I have also been like publicly humiliated and like bullied a lot. Um and at least in my experience, it was like I had to put those like past experiences just like out of my head and be like, okay, these people aren't those people. Like these people are different. Um and I don't know, just like kind of compartmentalize it a little to be able to get a little more confidence. and push myself to do uncomfortable things. Ew. Ew. I don't like those teachers. Bad teachers. I guess it's a little easier too because I'm an artist, so like me having to get up publicly is like me showing off my work and getting critique, which is like getting art critique is a very interesting experience. It can be very, very embarrassing and humiliating if people are like super harsh about your art. But it's a little different than like normal public speaking. I still get really anxious, but it's definitely not an excuse. But it's like you have to be patient with people. I think also because I am um an artist, like some of my teachers have been autistic and I am, so it there's also like a mutual understanding there that I've gotten while in university. Why did I say it like I'm British? Well, in uni, I'm in uni. No, while I've been in college. I'm also never afraid to make fun of myself. Because yeah, excuses and reasons are like excuses and explanations are different. Ew, why is one of my friends playing Marvel Rivals? Gross. I hate that that popped up in the bottom corner of my screen. Gonna have to berate them later for that. Oh, I see why that did that. Okay. Using colors. Not reusing colors. Never mind. I'm being so slow with this. I think I'm using too small of a brush to color the line art. There we go. There's my big boy brush. Big boy, make it easier. Hyperfocus mode set in. That needs to be darker. There we go. Huh. I'm so excited to get these done. Am I want them to be real faster. I also need to figure out if, like, for the sticker versions of these, if I'm going to um have them have any sort of effect, like if I want them to be holographic or something. Because I'm not sure how. I haven't done. I've made a lot of stickers before, but I haven't done like holographic stickers, so I don't know how they would look. But I think it would be fun to vary the finish on my stickers rather than just having them all be glossy or matte. Mm. Then darker purple for the rest of almost black, but still technically purple, so. Ah! Jump scare. Thank you for the follow. That ugh, big fright. That gave me a big fright. This is so close to black that I don't even know if it's visible on the screen what I'm doing right now. I can see it, but I don't know if it's like visible on my iPad or off of my iPad because this color is too close to black. Well, because it's so close to black, it probably won't even be visible when I print it, so technically I shouldn't even bother. Oh, that's right, I did her eyes closed. So I don't get to draw her pretty eyes. Skin. one of my goals is when I'm meeting voice actors, I always want to like give them like a little sticker or keychain of their character or like one of their characters that I know, which is part of why I'm trying to do like as many Genshin Chibis as possible because I want to meet. I love meeting voice actors because I want to be a voice actor. Fix that. And so the Archons are a good place to start. This needs to be darker, actually. Hello. Oh, it's because I have this set as the reference still. Oops. Oh, I should color the dongo too. Just a little subtly. Mm. Ugh, after I streamed last night, I then like I spent like an hour finally finishing my card because I made like the basic a start of my card and then just like abandon it for 2 weeks. And I'm so glad that I'm not like a UX UI major. I could never be graphic design is my passion. I could never be one of those people. I am so bad at graphic design and I just hope that my card looks even somewhat decent. Well, writing is done. Yippee! Well, I need to write my username. Where was I? Where was I gonna do that? I will use this bright ass purple. Oh, actually, I might do it on the sleeve. Bam. Easy. Not easy. I was struggling with her design. Not as bad as I struggled with trying to color Zhongli last night. That was hell. What? Oh, that's right. Procreate updated. I had to swap it back to. I don't like that animation. I had to swap it back to like the old brushes because there's like new stuff and I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna have to play around with the whatever new brushes they added. But I'm not even. Wait, I'm not even seeing my favorite brushes in here. What? Wow, they added a lot of brushes. Whoa. I mean, I might be using some of these in the future, but they also got rid of, unless they renamed some of them, they got rid of a lot of my favorite brushes, which makes me sad. I'm gonna. I really like Tinderbox and Syrup. Those are my favorite brushes that I use for lining stuff. Hi, Nahihi. Nahihi! Mm. Sumeru is one of my favorite areas in Genshin. Not for exploration. Well, actually, I I loved loved the desert exploration. Unpopular opinion. I really loved the desert exploration. Um and I did it before they even updated the maps to like show you the levels of places. I did 100% in all the areas of the lower half of the desert before they added the multi-layer map just because I really liked exploring in the desert like that much. I don't know if I would go back and well actually if I went back to explore the desert now, I have even better exploration characters than I had at the time since I have Veressa and I'll make everything this cream color. Since I have Veressa and Kanich and everyone. Ah, and that made me see a spot that I missed. There we go. Well, not there I go. There we go. For real that time. Select. And I think Nahida is one of my favorite Archons. Still. She's just so silly and sweet. She's like the biggest sweetheart of the Archons. Oop, I forgot to set this as reference. She's like everything she did for Wanderer, for Scaramouche, and everything she did for us. She helped us arguably more than like any of the other Archons when it came to like trying to find information. Yeah, she is the goddess of wisdom, so of course she has the most access to information compared to anyone else, but still. Also, I love the more simple color palette compared to some of these other freaks. Now I love them, they're not freaks. Alternatively, I love them and they still are freaks. Ever thought about that? Oh my gosh, wait, I forgot her, like, that's what was missing. Okay. I forgot, like, these. Or tails. I don't know. I mean, I only had to draw those two anyways. And I'll just make them this pretty mint green. I need to look at her. Wait, let me Googling Nahida swing. Because I forgot what color. Right, it's like transparent. So I might need to like go in and just do this. To imply. And then select. And I can make it like this bright ass green. Because that is like the color that it is. You can tell that it's an aspen because of the way that it is. Hello, lizard! Welcome to stream. Don't mind the flashbang that is currently Nahida right now. God, I'm coloring her in actively. I swear. And she is not gonna be this pale ass color. How are you doing today, lizard? I don't know why I said it so mechanically like that. Swear I'm not AI. Promise. Oh, I accidentally uncolored her ear. Oopsies. I think that is pretty good for the base. Um, I make this brighter. Let's see. Then I think a lot of the other coloring just comes from me putting in all of the gold on the line art. But I will add this super bright green onto her leaf. Yeah, because a lot of the... Let me go ahead and do that. A lot of the line art needs to be this gold color, which I might make a little darker. Yeah. She's fancy schmancy. She got a lot of gold on her outfit. Bigger brush. Make it easier on myself. Save me, big brush. Big brush, save me. I think that is my signature, not on Genshin. Is not big brush, but like just goth boy save me. I'm so excited for Flynn's. Please come out faster. But also don't. I need to save longer. Locked in. Shit. What? Well, I mean, I have the reference right here. What color? Oh, I'm sorry, I just sneezed. It came on very suddenly. I would have muted myself to sneeze if I had realized I was about to sneeze. Darker. Also, like, constantly cross-checking between my computer and how it looks on my laptop to make sure that the colors are actually working together. because iPad displays are like so different from how color is displayed literally anywhere else. I don't know what kind of crack they put in the iPad displays, but they just have like there's probably a way to change the color profile, but I am too lazy and I don't know how. But they just have like super rich and vibrant colors that no other displays have for some reason. Um, and then I think I'll add a little bit of detail. Just like that. Not a lot of detail, but just so it's not so plain. Just like I should add. Wink, wink. A little more detail to those her armbands. I don't know what else to call them. And then it's actually like almost black on like this part. Is it the same color up here? It is. Because how it appears on my computer is closer to how it's actually gonna look when I get them in real life. Let's see. How do I want to do her hair? Oh my gosh, wait, I also forgot her. Well, I guess you can't really see it, but I did forget her, like, bangle. Fixing that. And what color am I gonna outline her skin in? Probably like this. Oh, wrong layer. There we go. That looks good. Big brush. The one thing I do hate about Nahida's design is the skin color. The fact that she has so much of this like pretty cream and such like bright and soft colors. She just looks better with darker skin to contrast it. She really does. And also, obviously it fits culturally for her to have darker skin based on, where Sumeru is supposed to be. Like, its real world counterparts. I might need to make this gold a little darker. And turn reference off. Oops. That looks so much better. Because now it's not blending into her skin. Big brush failed me. Oh. Let me fix that. Oopsies. Line art was way too thick right there. That fixes it. Yippee! And after Nahida, I only have 2 more to do, and then all of my Archons are done, which is crazy. I'm open to suggestions of like what characters I should do next. I like what Genshin characters I should do next because I really don't know who I want to do. I guess I could just like do some of my favorite characters and just have them like scattered throughout regions. I I'm not good at like being on top of doing stuff for myself though. I'm a lot better at getting things done when someone else is expecting me to do something. I need like a form of external motivation. So, help me, chat. Chat, help me. DM me if you must. I might use this green for the leaf. No, this green for the leaf. Yeah. Oh damn, I still gotta put the green in her hair and do her eyes. I got so carried away with just wanting to color the line art. I think I want to put this green in her hair. Um, how far up does it go? She then just has like a streak of it, I think. Yeah, and then I might just like yoink this color to do the outline of her hair in. Besides the... Nope. A little darker. A little lighter. Goldilocks. Goldilocks method. Too much one way, too much the other way, then whatever you choose next seems perfect. Even if it's not. Then I still gotta do her eyes. I mean, I love drawing eyes so much. They're probably my favorite thing to do, so I'm not mad about having to do the eyes last. Never have been, never will be. I might steal the color that I used for the inside of Venti's mouth to do the inside of her mouth, just to make it easy on myself and make it consistent. Nope. I need I need the shitty green. Well, I guess I could use this green for... Nope. No. I'll just keep it that green. Um... Brain no work so good right now. Brain no worky. Let me go ahead and steal. Steal color. My color. My color now. You can't have it, Venti. Then I think I'll use this cream color for, like, her... Oh, her scleras. That was really messy. Why did I do it like that? Stop looking at me with them big old eyes. Ugh, there's not a very good reference for her eyes on this, but I'll make it work. Let me set this as the reference again to make it my life easier. So I can just joink joink. Because then it's like this spring green, probably like this green. No. Yes, and then there's another layer that's like this green. But brighter. And then she has this, I'm gonna have to like copy and paste it, but she has the super bright like flower pupils. Which I'm gonna have to make it bigger and then trace over it. Nahida has like the prettiest eyes out of all the Archons to me. It's probably because I'm just like such a sucker for green as a color. I'm wondering if her skin should be a little darker. Maybe it should be a little lighter. Not, I don't want to go like too much lighter than it is currently, but I'm still getting like the clashing with the gold. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. What if it's just darker? It's just a problem with the gold, it really is. Um, the gold is brighter and more yellow. Actually, that works. If the gold is brighter. Yeah. Yeah. That works so much better. I should probably make this gray a little darker too. Although now it matches my background color exactly. So, there we go. Haha! Nahida is now also done. Besides me putting my username somewhere, which, where was I even planning on doing that? I didn't mark where I was planning to write my username. Shit, now I have to figure it out. Um, I'll probably use this color and maybe right here. Yeah. Hell yeah, like that. Haha, time to save. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the Procreate update in terms of like the slight UI changes. Ooh, big yawn. Let's see. Farina Seahorse, because I know that. Just have to look up Miss Cheval Marin. Because I know that I'm about to be drawing her. So that makes 4 Archons done. Wait, yeah, let me see if I can make them look presentable on one like page together. Not really. I tried. I tried. They're done. Two Archons remain. Another hand touches the beacon. Farina, I'll let her be pale as fuck. And she, thankfully, doesn't have any gaps, so I just get to... gonna pick this blue and... womp. Hey. I said womp. There we go. Pick that blue and... then I'll do her skin tone. I mean, she's so pale. I gotta give her a little more color than that, otherwise she's literally gonna print white. She's also a character that doesn't show, like, any skin except her legs and face. And then I'll go ahead and she also has like a super easy color palette, which I do appreciate. Because some of these bitches be out here doing too much. And Miss Farina is just like, yep, this shade of blue and black. Like a dark gray black. And I said, worm. A worm? Thanks for that. And then, like white, of course. She has like two different shades of blue on her, really. Well, two main shades of blue. I guess three. I think I would break it down into three main shades of blue. And then Cheval Marin is a different color. Different colors entirely. Oh, she's really like these colors. I'll plop this down as her base color everywhere, and then build off of that. Serena also has like, I'll put this as like medium blue for her vision and maybe a little lighter. No? Okay, wait, let me... How about that? Hmm. Okay, that's better, that's better. That's a good blue. That's a good blue. Her gloves are also black, so let me... I'll give a like little peek at her skin since she has weird gloves on this hand. And I'll reuse this white for these. And make this darker blue in the back. And up here. And that's basically Farina already. she really is less complex than a lot of the other Archons. When she's simplified, at least. And, I mean, she has the gold, too, so I could go ahead and put in her gold, except her gold is, like, really, really pale for some reason. but I'll make it less pale. She has gold there, and then she has a little loop-de-loop of gold here, so I'll draw that in. And then the other gold will go on the outlines, really. Or I could use the same gold for Cheval Marin's shell. And then let me actually draw on Miss Cheval Marin's details. Technically, it's like she has a completely white underbelly, but I don't want to push it to white because I don't want her to take away too much from Farina. So I think I'll just keep her simplified to like three shades of blue. Maybe no. I still want like maybe this color of blue. No. What color is this? I might just tint it this way, and then yeah. And that's Miss Cheval Marin. I also need to erase this because I forgot that those are just like loops. Boink. I love flattening my image. Yeah, because this is Farina's very fast to draw compared to the other ones because she is almost done already. Gonna color pick this blue for her eye. I could also make that the blue that is. Oops, let me turn off reference now. I could make this the blue that's. Hello? This. Okay. This the blue that is her Cheval Marin's underbelly. Because then it'll still simplify the color palette a little more. So I guess I didn't pick the color. Hello? Gorgeous. Gorgiana. Is this the same? Yeah. But let me make it a little darker to do like this. And nope, that should be above. Ugh, little Farina. Now just to put the blue streaks in her hair, which, unlike a lot of the other Archons, it's not like a gradient, it's just actually just this color as streaks, which is very nice. Saves me a lot of work. Farina's design in general saves me a lot of work. Thank you, Farina. I thought she was gonna be, like, so hard to draw when I first saw her, but compared to the other Archons, she's really, really easy. Look at that. Look at that. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Wow. And then I just have to color the line art. I'll start here with her eye. Hmm. Actually, let me start with the gold detailing on her outfit, because that might... That'll be the part that's, like, the most labor intensive, per se. And then, as soon as I finish Mavwika, I'm probably just gonna get off, because I will have accomplished my goal for today. I think I'll leave, like, this really dark blue just as black for the line art. Just because it it's so dark, it wouldn't be very visible. We I think, isn't there, if I remember correctly, I think, like, Auroron is, like, the only character that doesn't have gold details on him. Like, I think every other Genshin character has some sort of gold detailing on them somewhere on their outfit except for him. He's silver all the way, just like me, for real. I own a few gold things, but I really do prefer silver. If I was in Genshin, they would need to give me a silver vision. I would get a silver vision holder even if it cost me a shitload of money. Those are gonna stay black, because also the dark gray, I am not gonna make an even darker gray to do the outline. This mainly means that I need a different blue for this type of blue. And then one other different blue for this mid-tone blue. And then a blue for Cheval Marin. How does that look? That's it. That's a good blue. Big brush. Big brush time. Yippee! What you doing? What you doing, Mimi? Oh wait, what color is the bow in the back? Ah, it's this blue. I need to fix that then. Easy peasy with big brush. Big brush sculptor. No, I'll leave that. Well, yeah, I'll leave that black. Since Procreate updated, I definitely need to like test out all the new brushes that they're offering, but I'm not sure I'll actually swap to those brushes anytime soon since I'm so used to using these ones. You know what, Cheval Marin, I think you can be outlined in this blue. Just all of you. Because you are made of hydro, so you'll get a completely blue outline. Because that makes sense in my brain. And then skin color. Since I let her be so pale, I think this is a good skin color. Also, I let her be so pale as if I could control whether she was pale or not. I mean, technically, artistic liberty, I could have made her any color I wanted. And technically, this is still darker than the color that Hoyo themselves made her. I think this will be a good gray. Yeah. Guys, I'm so good at picking colors. I'm the best at it. I'm just kidding, I'm really not, but I can act like I am. Then I'll just do all of her hair this gray and then go back in for the blue parts. I think I'll just use like this darker mid blue. Oops, I messed up right there. Like I'll use like this blue, I think. I missed a little bit of Shavamarin's cheek there. So how does that look? Ugh, not good. Never mind. Maybe this one. That's better. I find it so soothing to do this manually. It gives it so much more character to do it manually as well. Well, easy peasy. That's Farina. I think definitely she really is the easiest of the Archons that I've done so far. Because I mean, she has a lot of details on her outfit, but because of how I simplified it, I didn't have to like draw any of it. Who needs a cool signature when you can just write your name, your username out in your own handwriting? I think signatures are better when they're legible anyways and not just like some random like symbol to mark your art because it means that people can actually recognize it. I always save uh one without a background and then one with the background. Let me make the background a little lighter since I'm about to do Mafuika. Which her reference is giant. Um, she's one of the ones that I'm gonna have to do quite a bit of detailing on her actual outfit itself because it's simple shapes, but it has a lot of like patterns on it. And then I am doing her glowing hair version, which means, okay, I have that pulled up. Now, set as reference. Yep, invert. I think I'll just make this medium gray. The base color. This is actually my first time drawing Mavuika, so I'm not, because it's my first time drawing her, I'm not sure what skin tone I'm actually gonna make her. I'll, I mean, I should be figuring that out right now, but make it a darker gray for like her gloves and this part of her jacket. And then for the thigh strap, and I'll make, even though her boots technically aren't a darker gray, I'll make them a darker gray anyways. I don't quite like this gray either, so I much more go for cooler toned grays usually. Though I guess like a charcoal gray really does work for her. And then let's see what she has so much gold as well. So let me just fill in all of the gold. These cuffs are gold, these are gold. Gold, 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 gold. What if I just like full send it like right now and just more pale? Full send it right now, just get the glowing hair in. But that's not. Hello? There we go. Because since it's, I'm gonna add like the orange and red in at the end, but just getting that in will help me decide on the other colors, basically. I need this red very bad. Because she has this red, like, everywhere. I do still need this gray, though, because I need to do that, basically. to mimic the design. The mimic. Um, and to give her the zipper. Except, let me shrink and move this so I can see. See what I'm doing better. I don't need her from that side, so I can just get rid of it. I see, I see. Okay. Okay, I still need this red. And I need this darker gray. For that. Um, what if I do it on the inside instead of the outside? No, it needs to be on the outside. There we go. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Yeah, I just have to do a lot of this, like, manually. Because if I were to have, like, put it in the line art, it would have made it so messy looking. What about her sleeves? She also has the red line going down her sleeves. And I'm just gonna stick to this red rather than trying to add any, like, gradients into it. And then that red is also what is on the bottom of her shoes, and this thing on her boots. Let me big brush this real quick. The red is also on the inside of these, but I'm just gonna make it a triangle. So that it doesn't get too messy. So now's when I really need to decide what her skin color is. Let me grab this orange for these. Okay, I'm gonna make a new layer, and I don't know, I'll see what, like, this looks like. Yeah, I don't think I like that too much. Let me turn this off as the reference. Oops. I think I like this color. So I might need to like adjust the gold color like I did for Nahida, but just make it a little more intense of a gold. Yeah. Yeah. And then figuring out how to do her hair. Oh, right, because this red is also like, well, no, more so this orange is her eyebrow color that's peeking out here. Let me snag this. Check how it's looking on my computer. Let me just quickly fill in her eyes with this super bright red. Gorgeous. Sweet. Okay, and then I will clipping mask on this. Look at the reference of her flaming hair again. It really gradients down to like, I'll use this orange as a base. It gradients to like this kind of orange. So I'll put it at the tips. And then gradient up from there. Oops. I also missed this. I'm using my big brush just to get it like nice and chunky. Low-key looking like Guy Fieri right now. Like long-haired Johnny Test. Um, don't worry, I'll fix it. How am I gonna fix it? I don't know yet. It might be that I need to added some red at the bottom. I might need to add like a little bit of blue in towards the base of it. Or like just straight up white. It might be that this is also yeah, I think that helps. And then if I use the a little more lemony as the like root color, that should help mitigate the Johnny Testness. Especially if I add in the shape. Because even when her hair turns, she still has this stripe here and the triangles in her hair. She is so detailed compared to some of the other ones. Um, it's fine, it's fine. Let me just go in and make some of the small changes that I missed. And let me finish her eyes as well. And she has the, like, the sun in her eyes. So I might grab this yellow and make a new layer. How many points does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'll do it like that. easy. Mask. Let me grab this red. Oh, I accidentally layer mask. What? Flipping mask. There we go. Yippee! That is her base colors done. Now I just need to color her line art, and then I'm done. Big mask. Let's see. For her hair, I'm tempted to just grab this red that I already have selected and just do all of her hair this red. And then her suit is gonna stay outlined black because it's all shades of gray, basically, except for the parts that are red and gold. Then I think I'll have like a slightly darker red just for like the ends. The ends of her hair where it is still a little darker. Then I might use this same red to, yeah, outline the red parts on her suit. It's a nice red. Except for the parts that need gold on them. Even though that's technically orange, I'll use the red anyways. Less colors. And I think I'll leave a little bit of a black outline before the red on the boots. Because gold, I'm gonna have to make like a... Yeah, that's a good gold. Um, ring, ring. Yoink. One layer. She has a clasp there. I actually might need to make this a little darker. Oh wait, that was making the red darker. Didn't mean to do that. Then I just have to... Forgot that was colored. Just have to figure out... I might... Her upper lip is... There we go. How is this gonna look? A little darker. Yeah. Teehee. Doesn't have to be pixel perfect because you really won't see some of these imperfections once it's printed, nor can you see it when it's like zoomed out. Oh, this is supposed to be colored in. Fixed. And there's Mavwika. Easy peasy. I'm gonna steal this orange to write my username in. And I'll scooch it down her leg a little. And for her, I think I need the background to be a little lighter. Or darker. No. Um. Oh, flashbang. There we go. That's saved and no background version. Saved. Which means I have officially drawn all of the Archons as Chibis. And I did 4 of them today. Well, coloring wise. I colored 4 of them today. Yippee! I'm free from drawing the Archons. I'm free. I've been freed. As if it was like, oh, it was so awful to have to draw the Archons. No, I loved doing it. Um that also means that like I guess that maybe I won't draw tomorrow when I stream. Maybe I'll just play some Date Everything. Cause I finished all the Archon Chibis, and I finished the Sino and Ito print. So I have the Nouvellette print that I need to like gather references for before I start on that. And other than that, I finished all of my like work in progresses, which is crazy. Um that being said, thank you to everyone who came out today. I know it was a short stream, but I got a lot of shit to do before I leave for the convention on Wednesday. So, I will be streaming tomorrow though, instead of Tuesday. No more Tuesday streams. I'm streaming on Sunday instead of Tuesday. And that's it. Thank you again. Bye.